Hi boys and girls, today you're going to be making the front cover of your sketchbook. It's going to be on a folder that looks a little something like this. It's going to have your name, your grade, and the day that I see you on it. It's going to be based on the book How to Catch a Star. So you're each going to start with a blank folder that looks a little something like this. I've actually taken time ahead of time to write my name in pencil and then go over it with Sharpie and add some details. You also want to make sure that you write in this little corner over here, this little tab, your full name, first and last name, your grade. So if you're in 5th grade, you'll put 5th, and the day of the week that I see you. So if I see you on Monday, you could put M-O-N, or if you can fit it, you can put the whole word. Okay? But you need first and last name, your grade, and the day I see you. Then you're going to take some time to color this in, and you want to color it super hard with crayons because the crayon is going to protect the paper from the paint and make something called a wax resist. What that means is the paint won't stick to the wax, so the harder I press and the more crayon I get on my name, the easier it is going to be to see my name. So I'm pressing super hard. You can use whatever colors you want. I'm kind of sticking to the space theme, so I'm using white and yellow. I'm pressing so hard that my hand hurts. If you need to, take a minute, shake out your hand. That's fine. Almost done. You can put your first name or your first and last name in bubble letters. That's up to you. Okay, so I've done my name. And now I want to decorate the folder a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and add some color to my moon. I want some white and some yellow. Maybe I'll even add some craters on there. I want to do my shooting star. Again, as hard as I can with the crayon. I'm rushing a little bit to save you time, but you want to take your time and do a nice job. And then behind all of this, you might want to draw a couple more stars to make it look like space. Maybe you want to add a rocket ship or a planet. But definitely add lots of stars because all of this is going to shine through the paint. Okay, you get the idea. Now it's time to paint. I want to use dark colors like blue and purple, so I'm going to add a little bit of water to each of the colors that I want to use. And then I'm going to go ahead and paint right over the top of what I just drew on there. And look, I pressed down nice and hard with that white crayon, so it's shining through the paint. The other thing I can do to make it look like there's little stars is sprinkle some salt on there on the wet paint. And when that dries, it'll look a little bit like stars. You want to sprinkle the salt on when the paint is still wet. If the paint is dry, it won't work. One of the most important things to remember when you're doing this project, I'm going to open up my folder, it makes it easier. One of the most important things to remember is that you want the paint to be wet. This is watercolor paint, and water is its friend. The more water you add to it, the easier it's going to spread out, the better the salt's going to work, the better it's going to work over the letters, and all of that good stuff. So remember, you want it to be very wet. You also might notice that when I'm switching colors, I'm rinsing my brush. You know how important that is for keeping the paint clean. Almost to the bottom. Ooh, look how nice that moon looks shining through the paint. Oh, I almost forgot to add salt down here. I'll add some more salt for my stars. A little bit more paint. And there's the front cover. So I also want to do the back. For this video, I'm just doing the front, but you do want to do the back. You're not going to do the inside of the folder, okay? So just the front and the back. of your sketchbook.